Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Lethal Daddy back in the house, formerly known as Stay at Home. Hope everyone's having a great, fantastic Monday morning. Yeah, no, wearing a winter hat inside. It's kind of chilly this morning, like 20 something, which is much improved from the other day. But the nerves in my head are being a pain in my ass today. It almost feels like creepy crawlies on your head from my injury. When I keep my head warm, kind of reduces the amount of activity, which is nice because it gets very annoying. Um, but no, so I thought I'd take a minute. I just wanted to talk to you guys this morning about PTSD, not what it is. I mean, people know post-traumatic stress disorder from flashback from whatever you were dealing with, all that stuff. But one thing people don't realize is PTSD has a huge impact on a person's perception of what others do and the reality around them at any given time. So what I mean by that is you may say you go somewhere and it's crowded, grocery store, whatever the case may be. You're fine. You're at a grocery store. You're in the produce section looking at apples and oranges. There's nobody that's going to hurt you or come after you or anything like that. But your mind can make you perceive the total opposite of that. And being your brain will control your body to react in a certain way. Whether that's sweating, leaving wherever you are, running, make you agitated to the point you're almost combative with people for no reason. I've seen it. I've lived it on more than one occasion. When people can't see PTSD, it's not like when you have a bruise on your arm or a cut or a broken leg, you have a cast, a cane, whatever the case may be. They're like, oh, he's injured. Maybe we should help him out. People see you reacting that certain way. They don't know why. So in their mind, you're an asshole. People will call you an asshole. They will treat you that way because they think you're just being a dick to everybody because that's who you are, which couldn't be farther from the truth. That outburst or reaction to what your brain is perceiving, I say perceiving because it's not actually the truth, but your brain thinks it is not someone being an asshole. That is a person trying to survive. Because literally 9 times out of 10, whatever they're perceiving feels like a threat to their life, basically. And that's not just the physical thing either. I mean, it could be a comment somebody makes that you perceive totally wrong, that you perceive as someone being rude to you or not caring or trying to control you. I know for me personally, with my PTSD, I do not like being told what to do. I don't know, for some reason I perceive it as a threat. Basically, I get very agitated and what's the word for it? I don't know. I just don't like it. It makes me very upset, very agitated. I won't do it. It'll just annoy the hell out of me. And that's could just be one of my symptoms. However, I have a feeling other people deal with the same thing. PTSD is caused by many traumatic events. I mean, there isn't one thing. It's not just military. It's not just police officers. It could be victims of crimes, of domestic abuse. It could be anything. But when it comes down to it, once you get PTSD, your symptoms, the flashbacks may vary, the intensity may vary, but the shit you go through, any person with PTSD can relate on some level. Not exactly what you're going through. I mean, everybody has a different trigger, a different type of whatever. That's going to vary by what happened to you. But what you experience and how you react are going to be there's very close similarities in there that which is why it's important for people with PTSD to stick together, to talk to one another, support one another the best they can. Obviously, they're going to be limited by their own turmoil and stuff like that. And I know I'm not looking directly at the camera because this is something that, because of my issues, I have trouble talking about, but I know it's important to get it out there, so that's why I'm doing it. But it's important to stick together. You know, the kind word of, you know, hey, I just hope you have a good day today. It just shows that somebody cares. Because there's days you wake up with PTSD and it feels like you're in a cave somewhere 50 feet below the surface of the earth in the dark by yourself, and there's nothing good coming of it. Which is, we all know is not true. However, that's what the brain tells you. When the brain tells you a certain way, your body reacts, which is what makes it tough. And one thing that it also does is, because of how the body acts and perceives, perception being the key thing, it can wreak havoc on friendships, relationships with others, because, well, what you're perceiving isn't really reality, and what you're perceiving is not good. It's pure hell. It feels toxic to your well-being, even though it may not be, obviously. You know, and it's one of those things that for some reason, this society nowadays is quick to spew hate, quick to spew negativity. Nobody wants to listen anymore or have compassion toward a person. They immediately assume that person must just be an asshole, or that person must not have any compassion about anybody and is selfish and stuff like that, which couldn't be further from the truth. I speak firsthand on this. I have lost many friendships since I became injured, since all this came about. When I say many, pretty much every friendship I had before I got hurt. I think I only have one left. People are judgmental, won't talk to me, scared of me for whatever reason. Like they think they can catch it like it's the flu or something. I mean, I have people I used to be friends with that walk to the other side of a parking lot if they see me, just so I can't talk to them. It's ridiculous. You know, and I've slowly gotten used to that, and, you know, it is what it is. I have my family, which means the world to me. I have all you guys on here that don't judge me and that are supportive. Many of who I consider a friend, which is amazing. I've met so many people on the internet, especially people from the other side of the world. Super Aces, now Lethal Aces, who I just recently got into Lethal Legends. You're a good dude from the UK, England there. I appreciate it. Patrick V, Gemini, all you guys over there. Death and Deals. It's awesome to meet people in other parts of the world where things are different. You know, times are different, foods are different, whatever, the culture. It's interesting to learn, and I appreciate every one of you guys for your friendship. But one thing I want to say at the end of this video is, a few years back, I met a guy via YouTube. I was watching YouTube channels. Made some Call of Duty gameplays, and it wasn't even the gameplays that interest me. It was his stories, his commentaries he did, and the fact that he is an individual that suffers with PTSD, similar to mine. I mean, it's pretty bad, just like mine is. He is a U.S. veteran of the Army, which, you know, he served this country and sacrificed his own physical and mental health for this country, which I'm very thankful for because I like America, and I'm happy to live here. And I love the country. I mean, that's what it is. It's my home. But I reached out to him, I gamed with him, we built a pretty good relationship. That YouTuber is Crimson Sapper. I'm going to put his link in the description when I upload this. He's at 97 subs. I was watching his video today. It was storytelling about an incident in Thailand when he was in the military. Very interesting stories and stuff that he talks about. He talks about what he went through as far as the traumas that he went through. He's at 97 subs. It'd be awesome if we can get him to 100. If you guys can check him out. I'm not looking for sub crap. Check it out. If you like the stories, if you like what he does, what he talks about, how he does things, then click the sub button. Support for support. Nobody wants dead subs or faceless accounts for a number. It doesn't do any good for anything. He's a great supporter. But the reason that I talked about perception today, and I know I'm going on, but something I got to talk about is that when we were friends, things were great. We were talking, everything was good. Combination of his PTSD, my PTSD, how we perceive things, made that friendship basically fall apart, to the point that we couldn't stand one another, which, come and think about it, is pretty fucking stupid, but it is what it is. But I know what caused it, and I know why. I harbor no hard feelings towards you, Sap, at all. We've talked about that. I think we've moved past that. He's a supporter of my Twitch channel, supports me on here, and it is what it is with what we deal with daily. He's a good person. He's not a bad dude at all. If you guys take the time to get to know him and can look past the facade that PTSD can show at times of people, there's a really good person there with a big heart underneath it, and people need to look past that on all levels, whether it's PTSD or any other situation. Look past the surface and see what kind of person someone actually is before you pass judgment on them. Something I want to talk about from someone who gets judged almost every single day, and deals with crap. It's ridiculous. But I'm not going to keep any longer. Much love. Check out Sapper. His link will be down below when I get this uploaded. Hope everyone has a great Monday, and stay lethal and keep your head up. And I'm out. Peace.